guys about the different grinder types. I'm going to nerd out a little bit with you. So here we have the conical grinder here, and this is the flat grinder. They use different types of burrs. So these are the burrs. This is the blade. The blade is just a blade. And I will open up this flat grinder, this flat burr, and I will show you exactly what I'm talking about. So you have two pieces. Instead of a samurai sword cutting through, you have now these two gears almost grinding together to get the certain fine or whatever, however you like your coffee. You want espresso, you want drip, you like your French press, it's all good. You got all the different things right here, and the best part is all you got to do is set the knob. So this is a burr right here. So this would be the top burr, and inside here you can see that. A little coffee in that because I might have had a cup or two. Inside there is the flat burr. That's the bottom burr. So it's just like you think. They just sit flat on each other and they grind away. You've got the big burr here. That one kind of breaks it up, and these smaller ridges here get it to a finer level. And you can see on the scale here, we've got a coarse, medium. It's coming in mirrored because that's the good old zoom function here, but medium and fine. So the best part about this is you don't have to sit and shake it and be the coffee whisperer to get the perfect size. If you want to switch up your brew method or whatever, and then you're done. And that's great. It's beautiful. And what you're actually adjusting as you turn it is the space between the two burrs. So you have a flat burr and the space between. Obviously, a finer grind is going to be closer together. And then as you get into a coarser grind, a French press or something, the burrs will be farther apart. The one thing caveat about this is it is very loud compared to other types of grinders. And because the way the coffee is pushed out with pressure, it's grinding, obviously, so it's flat, so the coffee kind of shoots out of the side. So you have some buildup. You'll have some older coffee grounds kind of stuck in there. So while you're grinding it, the best way to adjust to a fine grind, they say, is to have it running and then adjust to a finer size. So it'll be running, and all of the other extra stuff from that coarser grind will be forced out, and you'll have only that fine grind that you need. So it does overheat. One thing is it will heat up, which can slightly alter your cup. If you've been running it for a while, it will heat, and it will kind of start to change the chemical composition, because heat, air, and moisture, these are the three things. When you have heat, air, moisture, sunlight is also going to break down the coffee, but you want to really try and keep it at room temperature. You don't want to heat up your coffee any sooner than as soon as you pour the hot water on it. So you want to get that nice extraction. It's a little hotter. It's a little louder. It is a little bit louder, just because it's flat and it's pushing the coffee out. It's not working with gravity. This is a conical burr. This one works with gravity. This works with Isaac Newton, our buddy. Gravity. It's a beautiful thing. It works well. The only thing is, well, I'll show you. I'll break it down for you, and I will show you the difference on this burr and this burr, and you will be totally burred out. It is a conical burr. So you might think cone, conical, Christmas tree. Instead of flat, it's going to be vertical. You're going to have the grinding surfaces vertically. So here is the burr. So the coffee sits in there. right in between that cone thing in the middle and the other gear, you'll have your coffee. And as you adjust, the space between will get bigger, smaller, or bigger, depending on, you can see it's a little bigger, and then I twist it, and it gets a little bit tighter, and then you've got your espresso, or, Turkish coffee, whatever you want, however you want to grind it. So that is the conical style of grinding. It is a good grinder. I really like the conical grinders because they're quiet. They don't heat up as much. It uses gravity, and when you're done grinding, it's got all of the grounds have fallen through. You don't have really much left over in the grinder. And this, just to give you also another kind of breakdown of a grinder, you have the hopper, which is this piece. This is where you put your coffee, put it in the hopper, and then you grind it. It goes through the burr into your container here, and you have your great ground coffee ready to go, ready to brew, however you like it. So this also runs a little bit lower in temperature. So if you grind a lot of coffee, if you, especially in a cafe or a commercial place, they're going to have a burr grinder if they do a lot of pour overs or something like that, where they're grinding a lot of coffee fresh all the time. You don't want it to run really hot. This runs colder, so it can run for longer. It won't impact the cup. And like I said, it is really quiet, which is great. So I like the burr grinder. This is like $50. This is over $100. And these are all like home style. They have big commercial grinders. Those start at about $1,000. But this one, like I said, it's about $15, $12 to $15. You can get it online, Amazon, have it delivered in free shipping in 2 days with your Prime subscription. Or they also have the manual burrs, which you've probably seen, the little handle where you turn it. That's also a really great option. And those are actually even less expensive. I want to say those are like $7 or $8. The only thing is it's going to take you about 5 to 10 minutes just to grind your coffee in the morning. And if you want it fine, you can probably double that. You're probably going to be sitting there turning this thing for 10, 15 minutes if you want like an espresso or something. You got to grind it, put it back in, grind it again. So you really, really want to, if you're serious about leveling up your coffee game, I would recommend go get a nice blade, get a nice flat burr. This is also good too. One caveat, I will tell you one thing: do not keep your coffee in your hopper. A lot of people will take their bag of coffee, dump it in there, close the top, and say, "All right, I got my coffee for the week." No. Don't do that, because this is not airtight. So you're gonna be exposing your coffee to air, which is gonna be a big no-no. It's gonna go flat. So you want to just make sure you keep a nice airtight container somewhere. They sell them online. They have airscapes. Is a really good thing to keep coffee or herbs or anything that you want to keep out of the air. I would also highly recommend you buy some sort of airtight container and take out only what you need and grind only what you need. Always work with a local roaster. Like us, Ovelle Coffee, we are a local roaster here in Connecticut. So if you want to go ahead and grab some locally roasted beans, fresh, made to order, you can go on our website, ovellecoffee.com. And we're also going to have a couple more offerings for you. We've got some coffee from Yemen, which is one of the birthplaces of coffee. We've got some Ethiopian coffee coming. Also, we've got a new blend in the works. So, keep an eye out for that. And it'll be definitely fresh roasted, sent out to you right away.
Absolutely. And we also do have some other workshops coming up as well. So you will be able to see those different workshops in your session guide. You can also click the links there as well to go directly to that specific workshop if there's anything that interests you there. And again, as Ian said, feel free to check us out on all of our, you can check us out online at ovellecoffee.com. You can check us out on all of our social media pages. We have Facebook, we also have Instagram, and we have YouTube. So on YouTube and Instagram, we're Ovelle Coffee. And then on Facebook, we're Ovelle Coffee Co.
Yep.
So that's just some places you can find us outside of ovellecoffee.com.
Yep, you can find us there.
Thank you guys so much for joining this workshop. And we really hope that you got all of the information that you needed to make the perfect cup of coffee at home, and utilizing the different grinders, the different brew methods, and talking a little bit all about the different grind sizes as well.